Hi everyone, Tech the Redneck here again with another video on assembling a computer. As you can see before you is the motherboard I covered in the earlier videos, the cooling fan and heat sink, and the CPU. Okay, this is our CPU socket. This is an AM3 socket, which means it fits an AM3 chip or CPU. This is the CPU that fits. A couple things to remember as always. Leave it on the static proof bag. Discharge yourself somehow with a static band or touching something metal. Now, to get this open, you need to be careful with it. This is how you open it. Well, before I open it, actually, we need to get our socket ready to accept the CPU. There's a little lever here, if you can see it, that unlocks this socket. You want that lever to come all the way up, all the way till it stops. That's 90 to 100 degrees open, all the way up. And you're going to open up your CPU carefully, and you want to handle this CPU only with the edges. Don't touch it on the pins or anywhere else. Okay, now as you can see, which you may not be able to see, there's a little golden triangle on this corner right here. That little golden triangle corresponds to a little triangle on this corner of the socket. That means that the chip has to be oriented that way to go in. This is also what's known as a zero friction or a zero push, if you call it, application. If you have to press it, push it, twist it, move it in any way or fashion, you're doing it wrong. And if you do it wrong, you can bend all the little pins on the bottom, and there's like 100 of them. So what you do is you'll set this thing down on here carefully and drop it in. It's that easy. Drop it completely in, then we're going to lock it back down, and that's it. That's everything for the CPU install. This is our heat sink and fan that has our thermal compound on it. I will remove the protective cover that protects the thermal paste, and be sure not to touch that because that's where your paste is located. And then what you're going to do is, I've already read the owner's manual on installing it, but I've not installed it yet, obviously, because it still has the compound, so we hope this goes correctly. And I apologize if I get in the way, but I got to be able to see what I'm doing. You want to seat that on there, make sure it's seated really well. Clip in one side of your clip that holds it on. Want to press down on your other side and lock it all down nice and snug. And last but not least, this is an important step not to forget, is make sure plug your CPU fan connector up so your fan does work on your cooler, because you can overheat things and cause bad things to happen. That plug connection is right here. And right here on this side is where it's at. That's it. That concludes this part of the video segment. As always, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more videos from Tech the Redneck, your friendly, not so expert technical advisor. Thanks for watching.